In order to teach bearings and locations and applications of our trigonometry, we're going to look at triangles. And it says that this triangle has an angle A of 110 degrees. I'm going to locate that, write it in there. C is 42 degrees, and angle B is 28 degrees. And it says something very important. It says that C is directly west of A. C is directly west of A. So if you're standing at A, be straight west to get to C. Okay? And in fact, I'm going to locate myself at C. I'm going to locate myself at C. I'm going to draw a compass. If you want to do this, you sure can. I have people that do this on their test all the time. North, east, south, west. And I'm going to bring it right on over there. Nope, you can't, but I can. Some people actually make one, they cut it out, and they kind of move it on their sheet of paper. So, yep, it is. So, direction to get from C to A. What is the direction to get from C to A? It is east. I'm also going to write a numerical bearing. Do you remember what the numerical bearing was? I'll just leave that up here. I won't drag this one around, but we got 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. So if you're going to describe the numerical bearing, we would say it's 90. So I'm going to write that down. 90 degrees. These mean the same thing. They're just written different ways. Everybody okay with that? All right, now I'm going to go from C to B. What's the general travel to get from C to B? Northeast. So C to B, north, east. So I leave a little space in between because we want to be more exact than just northeast. And how we do this is we say, how many degrees do you turn from north to east? 48 degrees. So I call this north 48 degrees east. That would be the directional bearing. Everybody okay with that? All right, so I've done it C. I'm now going to head on over to B. I'll drag it on over here. And good, B to C is southwest. And B to A is southwest as well, isn't it? But I guess the bigger question is, how many degrees to the west do you turn from south? And right now, it's really tough to see that, isn't it? So that's why I encourage you to do this method. This method, we create some grid lines. Why did this just go away? You stay there, okay? I'm just making north-south and east-west grid lines. These are imaginary lines. They're going to help us figure out some important angles. You know that this angle is 48, and you see that this whole triangle here, the angles are going to add up to what? 180. So what would this angle right here be? 48 degrees. If that's 48 degrees, can we figure out this angle here? Oh, it's not 48. Who said 48? Alex did? Alex. Okay, raise your hand if you think we should kick Alex out of class. Okay, both. Why not we'll just take both of them. All right, 42 degrees. Now, look at what I have here. All three of these angles should add up to what? 90. 42 and 28 makes 70, so this angle is going to be 20. And now I have a triangle. So 48 and 42 make 90, and 90 makes 180. 20, and so this is going to be 70, and I have a nice check here. It looks like this should be a line, and a line or a linear pair should add up to 180. In fact, 110 and 70 do add up to 180, so it works all the way around. So now if I take that compass and I put it back in place, you guys said we travel southwest. Well, again, I asked the question, how many degrees to the west of south do I turn? 20. So to get from B to A, it's south 20 degrees west. To get from B to C, it's south how many degrees west? 48. Now, I would also like to attach a numerical bearing here. If you look at my other compass, we said that south is 180 degrees, correct? So is this 20 past 180 or 20 back of 180? So if I go 20 past 180, I get 200. So from B to A is a bearing of 200 degrees. B to A is 200 degrees. Yes. B to C, I go 20 and 28 more. B to C, 48 degrees. Is it 48 past 180 or 48 behind 180? So it'd be 228 degree bearing. Let's go back to this C to B thing. I put my compass back on over there, okay? I'm going from B or C to B. It's got to be between 0 and 90, right? What would the bearing be? 48 degrees. Hey, let's go to our last spot. We'll go on over to A. I put myself right at A right here. A to C. A to C. Straight west. What's the numerical bearing? 270 degrees. Now I'm going to go A to B. General direction travel, go from A to B. Northeast. Shoot, I don't have an angle there, but I do know that this all should make 90. So if that's 70, what's left over? 20. So that means north 20 degrees to the east. Is that 20 past 0 or 20 back from 360? 20 past 0, so it's going to be a 20-degree bearing. Now, here's a really cool way to check your work and your answers as we work this through. And again, this is all to lead us so that we can apply this to word problems. I'm going to walk towards the door, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to turn around and walk back the other way. How many degrees did I turn? 180. I did a 180, right? That's what we say, like somebody, you know, their life turns around, they're like, oh, they did a 180, right? You do that full turn. Look at what I have, folks. 200 to, or 20 to 200, what's the change? 228 and 48. 270 and 90. In fact, look at the directional ones. Northeast, southwest, 2020. Southwest, northeast, 48, 48. West, east. See how when you pair them up, they're directly opposite? That's an important piece. A good way to check your work. Flip it over. You go ahead, see if you can fill in all the missing angles in this situation. Go. Okay, let's not go to C right now. Let's do the easy ones first, which is going to be the easy spot to go. All right, let's go to A. So I dropped my, there we go. Got my compass right there. A to B, describe it. North, 0 degrees. All right. Now I'm going A to C. A to C. General direction, A to C. Northwest. From north, I always go from the north-south line. From north, how many degrees do I turn to the west? 68 degrees. So remember, do I go 68 past 0 or 68 behind 360? 68 behind 360, that's going to be 292. Okay, so A was an easy spot because I had a straight north-south line. What would be another easy spot to go to? Yeah, I'm going to go up here to B. And so B to A is south. Yep, 180 degrees. Good. Now, I'm also going to go B to C. General description of B to C. Southwest. From south, how many degrees do you turn towards the west? 50. So is that 50 past 180 or 50 behind 180? 50 past, so 230. Oh, now I got to hop on over to C, huh? Now hop on over to C. There I am. General description, C to B. Northeast. From north, how many degrees do you turn towards the east? Is that 50 past 0 or 50 behind 360? Look at 50. Hannah, we good? Okay. C to A, general description. Southeast. So how many degrees east of south do I turn? 68. Is that 68 past 180 or 68 behind 180? Behind 180. Remember, east is 90, south is 180, so your result has to be between 90 and 180. I subtract that 68 off, I get 112. Now, look at your results to see if they're accurate. North-south, check. Southwest, northeast, 50-50, check. Northwest, southeast, 68-68, check. 0, 180, check. 230, 50, check. And 292, 112, those different by 180, check. So there you go. Now, today, you're going to work through 6 examples of these on your assignment, but here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, we're going to spend a second day. We're going to turn a kitty wampus, so you're not going to have a straight northeast, southwest line. Yeah. I bet you have many conversations.